This episode, we are going to be in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I have had some success in Kentucky in the past.
I have to.
You certainly have. And we're gonna go over that success right now.
Yep.
That's what it's about. Having fun.
I've had some success in September.
Stay on it. Smoke them, buddy. Smoke them. Stay on them. Stay on them. Dude. How quick can things happen? How quick can things happen? Here in Western Kentucky, we're with Tad Ladd of West Kentucky Whitetails, and this week has just been awesome. It's been a great time up here with Tad. Phenomenal accommodations and phenomenal people and just great hunting.
And I've had some great encounters that I've actually had to pass up some deer because the camera light.
Right.
Trying to do this stuff for a living, you know, you want to make sure you have good footage and showcase Tad the way that he should be showcased. I passed up some good deer after camera light. The first part of this episode is actually going to be in 2020. I don't know if you remember that November we went up there.
Yes, I remember.
It's one of the few times I've actually went to Tad's in November.
Right.
Normally I'm hunting early or late season.
Right.
2020, he said, hey, why don't you come up here the first week of November, you know, see if we can get something done. And that's exactly what we did.
Well, we are just getting settled in. Day one here in Kentucky, 2020. A lot of big deer. Dad said, you need to go to this new stand that no one's hunting. I was like, tell me where she's at.
The first evening I got there, I had a real nice buck come in, and fortunately, I drew the old bow back and let her fly, and the arrow did not find its mark.
No, it didn't.
I'm shot. Yeah. Just had a big eight come in, and it turned and went up a lane that I didn't have a shooting lane. And he stopped at 35 yards, started making a scrape, and I thought I could squeeze it in through this gap. Humbled to be invited up here every year. I'm with Tad Ladd, West Kentucky Whitetails. And to have an opportunity like that in my lap and blow it, it's my fault. I mean, God, that's a good deer.
We could not be more grateful to these partners. To be consistently successful in the outdoors, you gotta have equipment that you rely on, and they definitely provide that. Again, thank you so much to these companies, and for more information, visit myworldoutdoors.com. It didn't take long for me to get back in the saddle.
Right.
Because I went back to the very same stand that next morning, and right at daylight, I had a great buck coming straight at me in this big timber in the river bottom.
I am excited. It feels right. November the 3rd. Hopefully I can redeem myself this morning. there's a lot of big deer in the area. So, I mean, I felt good about it. We just gotta get lucky and get one in front of us. Hopefully I can make a shot. There's deer right there. That's a good buck. It happened quick here in Kentucky. Dad lad, West Kentucky whitetails. Holy cow, bro. I was sitting down when I drew. I had to sit up, and when I stood up, he turned and looked at it. Right there, 20 yards. Got the old heart shot, and he didn't run, but 100 yards over there and piled up. But I missed an opportunity last night out of this exact stand right here, 36 yards. But I think I just redeemed myself on a great 10-point. You can see that nocturnal glowing over my shoulder right now. So, oh man, it feels good. Feels real good. That arrow is coated. What a toad of a deer here in Kentucky. We are at Tad Ladd West Kentucky Whitetails. I've been coming here for many years with Tad. He feels like family. It feels like home every time I come out here. And I've had a lot of success here. And 2020 did not disappoint. Right now, for like a lot of people, 2020 has been a pretty tumultuous year, and it's no different for me. Had a lot of hardships happen this year. To be sitting behind a big mature buck, it feels good. Yeah. Super grateful for Tad. The man, the operation is out of this world. I can't say enough good things about Tad and Tad Ladd West Kentucky Whitetails. Thanks to my wife, Brienne, my two little girls, Addison and Brooke, for putting up with Daddy being gone, and for John Christopher, who's just 300 or 400 yards behind us right now, hopefully getting a good morning hunt in. But I'm tickled pink, and I'm very grateful right now. Got one. Huh? He's a nice 10-point. He's a good 10-point.
Now that very same evening, I went 300 yards from you. Mm-hmm. Same place.
Yeah.
All right, guys, evening 2 here in Kentucky, West Kentucky, Tad Lads. We moved again. Not on food plot. We're gonna try to do this wood thing. Might do a little rattling, but I'm probably gonna wait till in the mornings. I like mornings better. VA's got one down for us, and now we're moving on around right now, boys. Here we go. Number 2 hunt.
Boys, don't ever tell me rattling don't come work out. Holy moly, he came out of nowhere. I can breathe, man. What a year. What a year. 2020 finally on the board. Hey fellas, laugh at these Mississippi horns all you want. This call was in one. So get our hands on him and check him out. I think he's a pretty good one. I think he's a pretty good one. Pretty stoked.
Well, if he's scoring away, that's a great shot. That's the last rib, last 2 or 3 ribs, and that's perfect.
I'm pretty awesome.
Dude, John, dude, that's a stud, dude.
I'm pumped. And I mean, he came in rattling. I mean, I rattled the first time, Mitch, about 4 o'clock. We had the doe in the little spike, so I rattled about 4 o'clock and nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's getting dark. I was like, this is when they'll fight, or in early in the morning. I was like, all right, I cranked them. I was cranking them. And I went to blow the grunt call again, burp, burp. And I'm putting it up. Mitch is like, stop. Then I hear him walking. And there.
Something's coming in. I just see the legs coming. Yeah.
I'm proud, man. I mean,
That's awesome, dude.
yeah.
We've been hunting together, for the last few years, and it's not rare, but we don't always kill on the same hunt. Right. And this is the first time we've ever killed on the same day.
Hours apart.
To double up, same day, just a few 100 yards from each other, was really, frankly, cool. This is an incredible morning because we are taking doubles with 2 great bucks that we shot last night. Or yes, you shot yours last night, I shot mine yesterday morning here at Tad Lab, West Kentucky Whitetails. And how often do we get a chance to even do doubles?
That's our first time.
This is our first time.
Our first time.
Yeah. This segment's brought to you by Ozcut Broadheads. Tough, field point accurate, and designed to be sharpened and reused.
My name is William McKinley. I'm the Deer Program Coordinator with the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks.
My name's Dallas Barber. I'm the big game biologist for the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation.
So what is the importance of a deer's diet in reaching its full potential?
Genetics are essentially the ceiling for that deer. So the genetics allow a deer to become, so big. Nutrition is what allows him to reach that ceiling.
He's got a maximum that is as big as he can be, but if the doe, when he's developing as a little embryo, is not getting everything she needs, you're already shaving size off of that deer in both body and antler potential.
As habitat changes happen, it makes a huge impact on antler quality. Do some timber stand improvements where you're getting some of that sunlight onto the floor of the forest. That's gonna really boost the total amount of nutrition that's available for animals and wildlife on your piece of property. Burning is another really good example of how to increase those forbs that deer prefer that are really, really highly nutritional.
I'm gonna rank food plots further down the list than a lot of people. They're important, especially having summer and perennial food plots. Winter food plots, they're out there for being able to hunt.
You can always supplementally feed. These are things that you've got to think about as a bonus or a cherry on top. Deer aren't going to solely survive off of minerals and protein feeds, things like that. But what they can do are years where you do have poor habitat conditions, so during droughts, those can definitely help supplement deer into their full potential.
It's not going to be this one thing you can do. Deer management doesn't happen overnight. Whether it be minerals, whether it be good habitat management, whether it be reducing that deer herd, the fawns that are born after the implementation of those management methods, that's the deer that are going to be benefiting the most from your management.
So now 2021 rolls around. And again, this time we go in the rut. And I am going to be doing a new tactic. It's the rut. I asked Tad if I could do it. He said, sure, why not? I'm using a life-size decoy and the Ultimate Predator gear decoy on my bow and doing the lockdown spread. We implemented this tactic been last week in Oklahoma. We're gonna give it a whirl here in Kentucky, Tad Lad West Kentucky Whitetails. I truly believe I can see a deer looking for love, and he sees me in this spread. He's coming in. I think it's gonna be like very high percentage.
I went back to the same spot that I had killed
The previous year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it. We're in the hardwood bottoms and soggy bottom. Here we are. I love this place. This is exactly where BA killed last year. I'm right up the road here where I killed last year. There's a big river over there, and these things, the bucks and the does travel, the deer travel this a lot. Super fired up about it. Can't wait. Should be interesting.
Saw a nice 8-point.
Yeah, younger buck.
Yeah, he was in the woods. He was younger, but he was in the woods, and he came right by, but they were running and gunning that time, you know.
Hi guys. So obviously we're in a honey hole. Good spot. I'm liking it.
This segment's brought to you by Hoyt Archery. Almost a century of innovation continues today. Get serious. Get Hoyt. So when it comes to Tad, Lad, West Kentucky Whitetails, like his operation is first class. I cannot say it enough.
First class.
Cannot say enough. His facilities are out of this world. One thing that Tad truly takes pride in for his operation is his food plots.
Yes.
And rightfully so. I mean, he takes pride in having year-round food plots, providing that nutrition to be able to be accessed by a deer whenever it needs
Whenever
it.
it wants to.
Yeah, and so he always has year-round food plots, and they're beautiful. And the Kentucky countryside itself is beautiful. Rolling hills, crop fields.
It's so beautiful. Miss Tina, let me tell you about it. She has a peanut butter pie.
Yeah.
Whoa, people. Just go there for that alone. And she's got steak night. I mean, Miss Tina goes over and beyond with the food.
I've been going up and hunting with him since 2015. So it's been a minute that I've been hunting with Tad, and you could not have a better operation than what Tad has.
No, you could not.
You just can't. The rut can be frustrating sometimes, especially if you don't hit it exactly right, where you're catching a period where the majority of bucks are locked down.
Right.
And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because I don't need to see a bunch of deer. I need to see the right deer.
I know this for a fact because I was doing the lockdown spread. There was one farm in particular that we seen a lockdown buck twice.
That is freaking classic lockdown. I mean, that's some good stuff, like as far as demonstrating what lockdown looks like. What sucks is that their spread is our spread, and their spread looks better than ours. You know what I mean? But that's what happened, so.
I personally did have some great encounters with some younger deer that came into the spread, to the lockdown spread.
That was a really good encounter. Unfortunately, that deer was about 2 or 3 years too young. So I'm gonna get over here and start rattling a little bit here about the next 30 minutes. I just wanna let y'all know what I'm doing. Hey, doe right here. Doe running. Doe running. Oh yeah, good buck behind her. Good buck, good buck. He never seen the decoy, never heard the grunt. Just was running, trying to get him some.
Just never had a mature buck see our setup, and obviously never had one come in range.
It has warmed up drastically. It's about 70 to 72 degrees.
I'll be there as many years as Tad will allow me to be there, and I'm super grateful for my relationship with Tad and us getting to hunt together for so many years now, and now you getting to come up there and experience it, and us having our own, memories there. Now, one of our buddies, Brian, was able to kill a nice buck while we were in camp, and I got to experience that recovery. And
Hey,
Congratulations. That's a great buck.
1, 2, 3.
You know, that's a good solid deer. And, you know, there was other deer that got killed while we were in camp. You know, we just never were in the right space.
Right spot, right time.
The right place, the right time. And you know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
That's something.
But I've had a lot of success there. So
We had a lot of fun
we did have a lot of fun, and I will be back again.
around the bonfire.
There's a lot of good times around that bonfire.
Yeah.
Well, that is the close to our 2021 Kentucky rut hunt. Another year, another great time with Tad Ladd, his entire crew, including Miss Tina, especially Miss Tina. Sucks not filling a tag, but it's all part of it.